I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
You ain't got nothing. Bang, 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 bang. Cowboy 80. Guy, check 6 guy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. His second sack of the night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I got you, boy. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert! Hey, let's get this. Get this. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check it.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the draw, this is Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Mustang 19. Mike 4. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but
here's a diving catch right side, and he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Switch. Hey, check 24, check 24. Go, Rig, go. Lucky.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Wait, set. Wait, Mike 29. Regular. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Wow, Bill.
The final shot before half for Brady.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
He's going deep for Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talk? Rush coming, and he's taken down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mike 29.
Brady now on first down.
Here I come.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. Mike's 5'4.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
check. Watch 54. Watch
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 50.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Take no.
To throw again, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Mike's 5-4.
79 Broncos. Check me out. Ready, go.
Back to throw again. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Panther 60. Panther, go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He gets away from one.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, I think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On play action, it's Brady. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cover.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to... And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back now in Tampa. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurt. Come. No. Off.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run.
Hustle. Ready, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 29. So we got man.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert! Go Bandit!
Now Brady.
Check.
That's caught by Howard. Touchdown! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tag 70 Timberwolf. I got trap 60.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Here we go, D.
Jones throwing for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike 29. Man, that's trap.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Again, it's Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Right here, right here.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown for
Ronald
Dave.
Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Hey, Smash. 19 Lion. Stop here, D. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Go.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
3 down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready,
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Watch tight end. Tight right. Dragon 60.
Mike 4.
Don't get nervous. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll go again to Jones. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short.